What's up, YouTube? It's Down Universe. Today, I wanted to make a very important topic to people, mainly Indigos, but people who don't understand Indigos or what they are, I want to explain, especially for people with ADHD. Now, before I start talking about this, I do not believe, and I know that everybody who are diagnosed with ADD and ADHD are not Indigo children. Just means you have a lot of energy. But a lot of us Indigos are diagnosed with ADHD, ADD, and for the ones who are Indigos, you are going to understand this. You're going to know I'm talking to you. But for people with ADHD and Indigos and people with ADD, I want y'all to know that ADHD actually just stands for attention dialed to higher dimensions. And what is your attention? Your energy, your focus, your concentration. It's all energy. It's all your energy. Whatever you focus on, you giving it your energy. Whatever you concentrating on, you giving it your energy. Whatever you paying attention to, you are paying your currency to, which is your energy. Paying attention, right? So, one thing I want y'all to remember is the Indigos are centered in their first eye, and the first eye is the second most powerful chakra. And we all know the first eye, third eye, pineal gland. A lot of people are scared of it. Tough. But us Indigos have the second strongest aura in the spectrum. So we come here as advanced souls. We come here with information implanted in us already. We have clear cognizance. We know things already before even having to look it up. So, like, for example, I always knew, like, I appreciated things for what they were. I knew that certain things were in place in this life for a reason. Like, this about to be a wild example, but porcupines, right? Porcupines have a defense mechanism. What is that? They're spikes. That is not there for a reason, right? Humans, women have a diet. When women are pregnant, they are able to feed through their to feed the child by them eating, right? Whatever the mom eats, they eat. Shit like that, just little shit. I knew things that they're the way they are for a reason. The way life and people, animals and bugs work on the inside and the outside is all there for a reason. If that makes sense to some people. So in the spiritual realm, Indigos have the ability to jump through portals. Now, let's say you are living as your soul. You able to jump through the fucking portals in the different dimensions. Now, in this life, in the material world, inside your body, us Indigos and people with ADHD are often doing internal work on ourselves and always are often in our heads, right? We often tend to stare into space. Because why? Because we have a fucking microverse inside of us that's connected to the universe, right? So this is why people say things like, oh, this person is staring off into space, their head is in the clouds, I see stars, or this person is dreamy, or they're not all the way here, things like that, or I'm on cloud 9. When us Indigos and ADHD people are staring off into space, what we doing is tapping into our subconscious, which is connected to our higher self. One way to use the subconscious is when you ask yourself a question and yourself in your head gives an answer back. That is why they say people who, when they staring out of space, they not all the way here, or they're not here, because they are attuned, their attention is dialed to a higher dimension. ADHD, attention dialed to higher dimensions. When somebody is being ignorant, what do they say about them? They tell them to get their mind out of the gutter, right? When people are very conscious or spiritually advanced, they say what? Their mind is up there, right? When you high, you say you're on cloud 9. Your higher self is already naturally high. So you can get a high off of life without smoking weed, right? What was I about to say? So us Indigos, we are born with a lot of fucking energy, obviously. And energy is more than just being hyperactive. Energy is way deeper than fucking being hyperactive or being able to consistently move or have stamina. That's not the only thing that energy is. Remember, emotion is energy. Emotion, energy in motion. All your emotions are a type of energy. So us indigos be growing up with like bipolar type of symptoms, and we push our energy into different emotions on accident. We not very emotionally intelligent growing up. So we do things like all of our energy could be in the anger part of our mind, or in the fucking the sad part, the happy part, just different parts. And since it's a lot of fucking energy, it's out of control. We ain't taught how to use it. So this is why I recommend all indigos and people with ADD, ADHD to fucking meditate. One thing, I told this story once, right? When I was in 3rd grade, I do know when I was born, I was diagnosed with ADD, ADHD. So I'm assuming I had both, but I don't identify with that shit. When I was growing up, I was in 3rd grade. Every time after lunch, I got called down from class on the intercom by the principal to come to her office. And I would have to take 3 to 4 pills. And I know one of them was Adderall, but my mom would leave the principal pills to give me. And I didn't blame my mom, and I still don't, because it's like you're a mother and you want your child to be fine, and you wondering what the fuck going on. So you don't want them to be fucked up or fucking something happened to them, like from their mental disorder or whatever, when they not at home or when you're not around. So you got them on pills and whatever. You a mom, you trying to take care of your child. The fucking Adderall didn't do shit. It made me like just sit there, like just stare like something wrong with me. Not stare off into space like a regular person who just stare off into space. Just stare like I'm something wrong with me. Like I just sit there quiet. Sometimes it make me lose my appetite, or I can't sleep. It do shit like that. And until eventually around the end of 3rd grade or 4th, I stopped taking medicine, and I almost got put in anger management. But yeah, us indigos and people with ADHD, ADD, ADHD, whatever, we need to learn how to transmutate that energy into more positive things that help us. So this is why I recommend people with ADHD, ADD, and people who are indigos to meditate. That is how you harness your energy. When you meditate, you relax, and your energy will be able to flow more. What's one thing you know about energy, right? Whatever you put energy into, it grows. So indigo, being that we have a lot of energy, we have an easier and better time manifesting things into our life than the average person, because whatever we put energy into, it grows. So just imagine what and how fast an indigo can make things manifest. Now, like I said, I don't believe everybody with ADHD or ADD are indigos. I don't believe that. But indigos are born with indigo aura. So you can see your aura just by holding your hand up to a wall. People probably don't understand what I mean by this when I type this in text to them. Holding your hand up like that. It don't got to be close to your face. It don't got to be near the wall. Hold your hand up like that and aim it at like a white wall or a black wall, and focus and like be at the outline of your fingers, and eventually you'll be able to see your aura. But at first you're probably going to see like a little dark dim light around your hands. That's how you start to see it. You got to keep on practicing it. You can start to see the color in minutes. But yeah, people with indigos, they are sent here and born with advanced knowledge. We are advanced souls. We are sent here for a purpose. The same thing that I'm doing. We sent here to help people advance spiritually. What's another thing you know about them? They like to help people. They are loving. They are caring. They are empaths. Just because some of them have anger issues does not mean they are not great people. They just they don't know how to transmute their energy correctly. So that being said, we are connected to the spiritual realm, and I know people who are indigos and people with ADHD, ADD, we are centered here in our first eye. So growing up, we may have had problems where we like had seen dark entities, had bad dreams of dark entities, hearing and seeing entities and spirits around us. I know I have. It fucked me up when I was growing up. But that's because this is hella active. Most people pineal gland close when they're going through puberty. So with the indigo, our shit is active as fuck. So if that's the most active chakra out of all our chakras, people are already scared of the first eye, right? What do people know about the first eye? If that's too overactive and your other chakras aren't balanced, you gonna have a fucked up experience with your first eye. So it took years of my life to even learn how to utilize that fucking chakra. I wasn't spiritual, so I was just seeing, hearing, and experiencing dark shit. Since all my other 6 chakras wasn't balanced, I was just connected with spirits and didn't understand. And I think the reason I'm like this, like psychic and indigo and whatnot, is because my mom is actually fucking psychic. So that being said, I want to tell people who are indigos and people who like to stare off into space and whatnot and be too into the spiritual realm. I want you to know, yeah, I've been seeing the numbers 1010. You may also be seeing it, and you might start to see it. And before you even do start to see it, or if you are, I want you to know 1 minute of 1010 is to have balance in between the spiritual and material realm. So I want to say it's okay to be in the material realm. We are sent here to fucking experience both. And that's one thing I keep having to remind myself. It's okay to experience the material realm because I'm always mentally in the spiritual fucking realm. I'm always thinking about, I'm heavy into spirituality. Like, this is what my life revolves around. This is what I plan on making a living off of. So that being said, it's okay. But like when you always in your head, when you thinking about things that could happen, things that you think could happen, you're theorizing, which causes anxiety disorder, which means you living in the future. When you thinking about things that happened to you, thinking about things that, just thinking about thoughts and making fucked up thoughts and then dwelling on them or dwelling on the past, that causes depression, and that means you are living in the past. You're supposed to remember what I said. Do not label your thoughts positive or negative. Just sit back and watch your thoughts go past like fucking clouds. This will help you live in the moment. We have to live in the moment. Not the future, not the past. We have to make time for the moment. Dwelling on things like that's fucked up, it keeps you from evolving. How you gonna evolve to something new and better if you still focused on something that's old? How you gonna make time for the future if you still stuck on the past? You have to be in the present. Everything is happening now in the present. There is no future. There is no past. There is only now. And what can help you get in tune or live in the moment is paying attention to your breathing, because your breathing is happening now. That's something that's happening. That helps you stay in the moment. That helps you live in the moment. That's something we all have to practice, because I know most people are in their head. 300 million people have fucking depression and anxiety disorder. And those are the people I have the utmost empathy for. People with depression and anxiety disorder. Because I know what it's like having depression and anxiety disorder. I got over that shit. And it's not fucking hard. If I knew the knowledge I knew now, man, listen, you can beat the fuck out of depression and anxiety. I've given so many tips for beating depression and anxiety, it's not even fucking funny. From the start of my video, from the start of my channel up until now, I've given so much information. But yeah, that's pretty much it. What else I was gonna say? I don't think I was gonna say shit, but yeah, Indigos, y'all, we gotta get our shit together. We gotta find some balance. But it's people who ask me things like, how do you jump through portals, stuff like that, and ask me, do I astral project? I wouldn't be astral projecting, right? I don't astral project. I know how, I have, but I don't astral project because, for one, I'm already not supposed to keep being in the spiritual realm. And secondly, I have to balance. I don't be like focused into this life enough. Like, for example, remember I said when certain people talking to me, sometimes when people talk to me, all day I just be in my body and my head. So when people would talk to me sometimes, I would miss a lot of what they said and even act like I heard everything. Like somebody could tell me or ask me to do something, like at a job, tell me to go. I'm assigned somewhere, and they tell me everything I have to do. I forget a few parts of what they said because I'm always thinking about something. Spiritually, I know that I'm here for that. Us Indigos are here to spiritually advance people. And if you, another thing I do know about Indigo people, I'm pretty sure I mentioned this already. A lot of us, we don't age very much, and we are very androgynous. So we look like feminine and masculine at the same time. But a lot of us like to keep long hair, and like a lot of us like blue, purple, indigo. Y'all look at my walls are blue. My shirt is fucking blue. That's my favorite color. My covers are blue. I love blue. My fan is blue. Like blue, purple, indigo, and even green is my favorite color. But like that is the reason I dyed my hair. Like at the start of my channel, I had indigo hair to represent my aura. But you know, I was washing it with the wrong shit and it changed to like green. It kind of blended in with nature, but it's like green and brown now. But that's pretty much it. I love you all. Dom Universe taking off. Like, subscribe, peace.